What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I hope you're doing well. Guys, winter is approaching very fast. And one of the things I think about when winter comes is, you're going to be wearing a hoodie. It's time to bulk, right? Winter is it's time to get big. I remember I fell into this trap back in high school. And you can kind of see I developed all these, look at these stretch marks, man. I mean, that's not just from gaining a bunch of muscle. That's from, I gained muscle, but back in high school, my mentality was like, it's time to bulk. I'm going to put on a ton of weight. And then when it comes, February, March, I'm going to start cutting. And then I'm going to be shredded for summer. And it's a trap that a lot of young guys fall into when they first start working out. Now, one of the things I want to say about that is it's just a bad idea. And if I could go back, I wouldn't do that. Now, here's the reason why. In the very beginning, you're going to make, you've probably heard the term noob gains, right? You're going to put on a lot of muscle in the first year or two. You're going to gain a lot of strength if you take it seriously and you eat good and you eat all these calories. Your body needs these calories and this extra protein and carbs and fats so that your body can put on muscle. You're putting all this new stress on the muscle. You're breaking it down. And how do we build muscle? By breaking that muscle fiber down, we give it the right nutrients, we give it the right rest, and it builds up stronger and we gain size and strength. But the trap I've seen a lot of us fall into is that we just consume so many calories, like this excess amount of food. And what happens is we just gain a lot of fat. Now, what you have to realize is that the body can only put on so much lean mass in a certain amount of time. In a month, you might, in the beginning, be able to put on a pound of mass a month. So that's 12 pounds a year, right? After that, guys, there's a limit. And if you're gaining 5 pounds a month, 4 of those pounds are fat. I used to gain 5 pounds a month, started going 10. I was up to 260 pounds. You can search on my channel or, back when I was 18 years old, I was 260 pounds. But when I got up to that weight, eating all this excess food, even though I was lifting really heavy, I was uncomfortable. I was strong as fuck, right? I was lifting 500-pound deadlifts, 495 for reps, probably messing up my back. But I regret doing that because of the discomfort. I put my body through this stress. I gained all this unnecessary weight. I got stretch marks, and I just felt bloated all the time. Clothes didn't fit, and I just wasn't satisfied. I was thinking to myself, this is what it takes though to build muscle, but not really. I didn't realize that the body can only handle, and the body can only give you so much muscle in a certain amount of time. Remember that. It's not possible to just gain a ton of raw, lean muscle unless you're doing steroids, unless you're on some kind of growth hormone, whatever. I just really think about that. The body can only gain so much at a time. Another thing is that when you gain all this weight, it just makes you feel sluggish. Walking up a flight of stairs, you're out of breath. Putting on clothes and shopping for clothes is hard. Guys, it makes you, when you have a lot of weight on your gut, right, it's a breeding ground for estrogen, right? You want to eat foods that boost testosterone, that make you feel alive and healthy. A lot of greens, a lot of lean protein, even fatty protein. I think the carbs for me was a big thing. I was eating 5 bowls of cereal a day. When I'd get home, I'd eat 3 bowls of cereal. In the morning, I'd eat 2 bowls. I'd have waffles and pancakes, and I would just pour stuff into my body, hoping. I'd drink a gallon of milk. Remember, that milk diet where you drink a gallon of milk a day? Oh God, I'd break out in acne, guys. If you have acne on your face, it's probably because you're allergic. If you got bumps on your skin, you might be allergic to gluten or something. And getting rid of those foods. My friends these days, 20-something years old, still got acne. And I'm like, dude, just try eliminating certain foods. If you have a lot of gas building up in your stomach, right, and you're bloated all day long, that can be relieved by just eating the right foods that nourish the body, foods that make you feel alive. And if you're looking to build muscle, they're going to help even more than eating garbage from, Sheetz gas station or McDonald's, Burger King, pizza all the time. That shit is it might make you feel strong, but really in the quest to build more muscle, if you feed yourself the right foods, you're gonna feel alive, you're gonna feel stronger in the gym, and you're gonna look good. Right? You're gonna look really good. And that's the whole thing with bodybuilding. Unless you're this power lifter trying to lift a shit ton of weight, you see those guys. They're huge, 300 pounds, right? 280, 290, 300 pounds, and they lift all this weight, but it can't feel that comfortable when you get that heavy. So you know what you want. You know where your journey is or where you're headed, so you wanna eat accordingly. It's tempting though to just say, fuck it, I'm gonna bulk, I'm gonna dirty bulk. I'm not making too much money. I'm living in a dorm room, I'm in college, and I'm gonna eat all the shitty food that I can. I'm gonna I used to eat a box of pierogies every single fucking day. And like 3 burgers, ramen noodles, all this bullshit, I'm putting it in my body, and my body's yelling at me, it's screaming inside. I'm anxious walking into the gym. I'm experiencing anxiety because I feel bloated and I can't breathe correctly. And that's a terrible feeling, guys. If you're dealing with anxiety, big part of it's probably your food. When you're restricted, when your body feels, when you experience inflammation, which is a swelling, okay, from the foods that we eat, the toxins that we allow inside of us, it makes us swell up. We feel constricted. And instead of taking these deep breaths, guys, we have these shallow breaths. And watch my shoulders here, watch. See how my shoulders are rising, these very shallow breaths. You notice if you watch a baby, when a baby's laying there, newborn baby, it will breathe through its stomach. And you can see like, my shoulders aren't even moving, watch. Instead of this, I feel constricted, guys, and that happens when you blow up, when you gain a lot of fat. And again, the gut, a breeding ground for estrogen. If you have fat friends, look at them. And you almost see you can just tell it's like, dude, like low testosterone. I got some friends, like I'm wondering, when we go out, like my lean friends and me, and we're like checking out girls, that girl's hot as fuck, right? She is sexy. We're checking them out. But, my fat friends, I'm sure they're horny too. Maybe they're just shy, whatnot. But man, they're not pointing out the girls like we are. I'm telling you, it lowers testosterone. It makes you feel sluggish and weak. And when you're a fat fuck, it feels so good. You don't want to just cover it up with a hoodie and be like, fuck it, it's wintertime, I'm gonna get huge. If you want to gain muscle, if you want to get huge, it is a slow and steady process that you need to realize takes years of dedication. It takes years of focus and it takes time. If you are new to building muscle, if you are new to bodybuilding, or you want to, get started in the gym, you have to realize this is going to take me 5, 10, 15, 20 years to get the physique that I'm aiming for, to get a physique that is just the 1%, right? I'm still in search of that, and it takes time. A lot of times I'm like, shit, what could I do? What can I eat? What supplement can I take to be bigger and stronger and faster, right? We always want that quick pill, that next level thing, but it's not out there. It doesn't matter if you spend $50, $60, $70 on some testosterone booster that you find at GNC. Don't be scammed. Don't let those guys sell you that shit. I used to be that guy in GNC trying to sell that, right, for a bigger commission. That it's just not gonna help. The best thing that you can do for yourself while trying to build muscle is to eat good food, is to work out hard, jump on a routine. Jim Stepani, Shortcut to Size, 6 weeks. I'm on the Shortcut to Shred right now, but Shortcut to Size, there's a bunch of different bodybuilding.com, onlinestrength.com. You can find different routines. You need to have a routine. You need to know what you're doing. If you can track and keep it in a journal, see the weights you're lifting, the progress that you're making, it's going to impact you big time. In the first year or two, you're going to develop a base, right? You're going to develop a foundation that will carry you on for your life. And you will just be thicker, you'll be solid, you'll be stronger. Your bones are going to get stronger just by lifting weights, all right? It's a great journey, but it takes dedication, it takes focus. So again, going into winter, and if you are struggling, if you just feel hungry all the time, a big thing that I've learned to do is intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting has helped me big time, and what it is there's different variations of it. There's the 20-hour fast, and then you eat in a 4-hour window. There's 16-hour fast, and then 8 hours you wait to eat. We'll cover that more here. You can look it up. It goes by IF, intermittent fasting. Really has impacted my life. I actually will wait until 12 o'clock, and then I will eat around that. I'll wait, I'll give myself an 8-hour window. Sometimes even, I've been going a little longer, maybe like 6-hour window to eat. You get all your calories in there if you're a big eater, right? That's 6 meals a day bullshit. Just constantly feeding yourself, you're gonna feel bloated. I hate that diet. That's the old school. You don't need to worry about that. So one thing, intermittent fasting, check it out. One thing that I do in the morning, I'll have coffee. It's called Bulletproof Coffee. You probably heard this by Dave Asprey. He came out with this, he kind of marketed it, but you put butter, you put coconut oil, MCT oil, you mix it all together. Now you can buy pure MCT oil, medium chain triglycerides, or you can just, coconut oil has these MCTs in it. So just buy some extra virgin coconut oil, and then mix it with a little butter in your coffee, a tablespoon of each. Guys, it's gonna keep you satiated throughout the day until it's time. If you're trying to stay lean, that's a great way to do it. So this is, just caution on bulking. Don't just jump into this winter as I'm going to just consume as much food as possible, get strong as fuck, and then I'm gonna start cutting. No, you're gonna regret it, I guarantee it. It does not feel good to be bloated and overweight, and you can't fuck right, you can't run, you can't talk to people, you can't breathe correctly. It doesn't feel good. So take caution, take heed. I will see you guys soon. Let's go. Peace.